Welcome to Chamber Chatter. My name is Marie. I'm the Interim Executive Director for the Clarkston Area Chamber of Commerce.
And I'm Emily for the 2018 Clarkston Area Chamber of Commerce. Today we'll be welcoming guests to discuss the Lightbulb Moment of the Month, upcoming events, Membership Minute and Now Hiring segment, the Nonprofit Moment of the Month, and at the conclusion of the episode we will be sharing highlight videos from last year's murder mystery and a recent ribbon cutting. In an effort to celebrate the accomplishments and successes of our members, we recognize a member for Lightbulb Moment of the Month.
This is an opportunity for the Chamber to showcase members that have taken action to be more sustainable, save money, or help the community. Lightbulb Moment winners additional recognition for the month of their win highlight their efforts.
This month we are recognizing the Clarkston Corner Project, and joining us today to discuss their efforts is Tom Tillier, who has spearheaded the event, or the project. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, my name's Tom Tillier. I have 5 children and a wonderful wife. We live here in Clarkston. We're always up and down Main Street, so you'll see us in town quite a bit. And if you see a couple of crazy little blonde girls, that's usually us. Which my wife gets mixed up with Bourdine quite a bit, though. Because we have all these kids. And
right. Sure. Oh, definitely. Yeah, for sure.
But we live in Clarkston. I'm in real estate. I've been back in real estate for 2 years. Left a marketing company, Corporate America, after being there 9 years, and previous to that was in Pulte. So that's what I do.
So can you tell us more about the Corner Project, please?
Sure. So quite often we see all these different flower beds sponsored within the community, and we recognize that there's sponsorships and they're actually taking really good care of them. But that one corner on the corner of Washington and Main, it was not taken care of. Mm-hmm. And there were also no flower beds to sponsor. Mm-hmm. So we asked Mike Spiegel from the city if we could sponsor that area. And of course we had to go through the city through a few different channels, and we were able to obtain that.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. And it just goes to show that it needed it. We get calls at the office saying, wow, what happened? Like, who did that? And, so it might even provoke people to kind of wanting to do things in the future around town. Is there any plans for, like, different areas in Clarkston? Or?
Well, yeah, so the part that's attached to that goes down Main Street a little bit further, mm-hmm. there is more land there, mm-hmm. and it looks just as bad as the front piece did. And we do have a plan there. So I was able to walk that with a couple people. And we might put in like phase 2 is live right now. Okay. So if you went to the clarkstoncorner.com, you could actually buy a brick or an engraved brick, or read more about it at least. Yeah. But there's a half-round brick paver area that we want to put in with a couple benches. And then we want to finish all the way to the tree, which is the alleyway. Okay. Next to the Clarkston News. It will kind of complete that project, but that's probably spring.
Mm-hmm. Okay, awesome.
Weather permitting, right?
Right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can't take it on right now. It was a big project. It took a while to get approved.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But we want to have all of our ducks in a row for spring, mm-hmm. because that corner needed it. Mm-hmm. We always say it was the ugliest, busiest corner in Clarkston. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people, even when we mention it to them, they're like, I don't remember what it looked like.
Right.
I'll say, I'll show you.
I need some before and after pictures.
Yeah, I'll show you a picture of what it looked like, and they're like, oh, yeah.
Right.
But yeah, we do hope it provokes people. Or it encourages people to do things in the community.
Yeah,
there are a lot
absolutely.
of things to be done. Mm-hmm. And with the combined effort, I think we can all beautify in our own little way.
Yeah, it's just so nice to see people, from all walks of life, whether it's business owners or people who just live downtown and, putting in their efforts and putting, their money. They want it to look nice for their community. So It's just really nice to see that.
It was a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. Fun project. We had our kids up there many, many times. So this hits a lot of different pillars. For what it does. The kids see what we did, and they're encouraged to do better things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The community is encouraged, we hope. Mm-hmm. We got so much pride out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Personally and professionally. We really happy about the project.
Yeah, and it was really nice. When you came into the chamber office, you weren't looking to necessarily join as the Tillier team, the real estate team. You were looking for the Corner Project, and so we had suggested you do the Tillier team, and then this can be a branch of it. So it just goes to show like how passionate you are about this Corner Project, that you were just there to promote that. So I guess, has it helped your business at all grow, or your real estate? Like, have you got more clients, or anything?
Well, not yet.
Okay.
There's nothing directly attributed to it. And It will over time.
Yeah.
And name recognition, as you know, Emily, you know, there's some really big names in the city.
Absolutely.
And doing the right thing is always going to be good for you, right? It's always going to be.
Yeah.
It shows that you're involved, and it's not necessarily. I don't expect the phone to start ringing,
Right.
or the leads to start coming in or anything. But I do know over time, it's going to be recognizable, and people will remember it, I think.
Awesome.
Well, we so appreciate that you spearheaded the effort, and being a lifelong Clarkston resident, I appreciate it too. Is there anything else you'd like to share with us?
No, if people want more information, they can go to the clarkstoncorner.com and read about Phase 2.
Okay.
And we're excited about that. That'll be spring again. I just appreciate the opportunity from the city or the village. Also, the Historic Committee had to get a final blessing on it. And of course, the Clarkston News. They allowed us to take that piece and do something with it. So I appreciate everybody involved, and the community's been fantastic. The support has been fantastic.
Yeah.
Great.
So we're really excited about when the bricks do come in and we can actually replace the bricks that are there with the sponsored bricks. That's our next exciting thing. That's probably a month or 5 weeks away.
Okay.
Awesome.
And what can somebody expect to the pay for these bricks?
The small brick, the 4x8, engraved and installed is $125.
Oh wow, so it's really reasonable.
$125.
Yeah.
And then $250 for the 8x8 brick.
Okay.
We've had multiple businesses want multiple bricks, even 8x8s. We've had memorial bricks. We've had family bricks,
Okay.
which is really cool. One of my favorite stories, and I hope I can say this on this.
Yeah.
One of my favorite stories is there was somebody that was an editor for the Clarkston News for years, and the mom since passed, but they were able to get a memorial brick for the mother that was a Clarkston News editor.
That's
and
nice.
It's on the Clarkston News property.
See, that's
very
So
cool.
that's just, I get goosebumps talking.
Exactly.
For sure. Makes it worthwhile.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, we appreciate your efforts,
Well, thanks.
and we are really looking forward to see more how you're going to beautify Clarkston more in the
Well,
future.
thanks.
So.
Appreciate it, having me on here.
Oh, absolutely.
Thanks for being here, Tom.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Emma.
it.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for joining us today. We have the nonprofit member of the month, which is Maggie Razdar from Kids Standard Publication. And the Chamber likes to highlight a nonprofit member each month to raise awareness about their organization and all the great things they are doing. This month we are proud to highlight Kids Standard Publication, and joining us today is the president and founder, Maggie Razdar. Welcome, Maggie.
Welcome.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for recognizing and inviting me for this. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
Yeah, and could you mind telling us a little bit about Kids Standard Publication?
Sure. Kids Standard started about 3 years ago in Clarkston, and many people probably know in Clarkston. I started this organization for the love of my own children, just trying to get them away from electronics constantly and get them to use electronics to their advantage for learning, and rather than just using it for mindless stuff. So that's how I started Kids Standard, to use tools for digital medias to learn and then get into publishing and coming up with a magazine. And we started forming after school program in schools in Clarkston, and then our first publication came out about 3.5 years ago.
And how often do you print the publication, Maggie?
We print them monthly.
Okay.
The only months we don't print is July and August. Where
I can
there's
imagine
no-
why.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and who receives these? Do you have?
We distribute them to schools.
Oh, every school.
Yeah.
Okay.
To schools. We started in Clarkson, but now we're in many other schools in Oakland County. With Clarkston, we drop them off at the main office, school district, and they distribute them to all the schools in Clarkston.
Awesome.
So teachers get them, and also students take them home. So just having a lot of people talk about now everything is on the computer, online. We have that, our magazines are all online as well.
Right.
But having that ability to just look at the paper, here is our September's issue, looking at the paper and opening it up, it's a great feeling for kids.
Yeah.
And having it in their hand, it's kind of like, wow, this is me in the magazine.
Yeah.
And so it gives them more ownership and it motivates them, inspires them to do work harder for their work.
Yeah,
Great.
I can certainly see that. I mean, with everything so digitized lately,
Yeah.
it's cool. It's nice to see, you know, you're kind of doing things a little bit different, and you know, because I mean, I'm just speaking for myself, but I do like the hard copies of things, like the Kindles and you
Yeah.
know, books. Like
Yeah.
that was never. I
Yeah.
like to feel the pages, and
Oh.
you know, so I definitely see where you're coming from there.
Yeah.
Awesome. And what now? What are in the magazines exactly? I spoke to you a little bit earlier, and I know kids write their own articles. and things like that.
It's multimedia expression. So we encourage poetry, artwork, illustration, and our goal is to have photography there. So you know, so far we haven't done any photography, but our goal is this year be the year that we're going to have a student who's going to do some photography and send it to us, and we actually like to have them on the front page.
Oh, that's great.
So to
What a great
yeah,
incentive for them to be
exactly
able to
to
showcase.
be on the cover page,
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
So every month we have a theme, you know, like for September every September we showcase the whole year. The best of 2017, 2018 goes on September's issue. Since every year we have at the end of the year celebration where the kids get medals and trophies and different awards, a scholarship, and we put their pictures here. We were at one of the clubs where some of the kids were new for the program. They're like, are these real kids or they're actresses?
Oh my gosh.
They're all real,
No,
right?
they're real.
Yeah.
Because they're that
So they're like, I want to be there.
right?
That's
So
awesome.
for you know, children who are so innocent, elementary stage, you know, they like that, and to give them incentive. Hey, you know, you're going to be famous
Yeah.
by writing and focusing, and you know, it's hard to get kids to sit down and really to get their attention at that age.
I understand.
You know what that's like, Marie, right?
Yeah, because we get them. We have after school program where K through 6 or K through 5 in the same program, same room, and they're usually. It's hard to just get them to be quiet.
Right.
But that's a good incentive.
battle.
Hey, you want to be famous, so you better be quiet and focus on what you want to write. You know, so that's the little things to talk to them about.
Well, we so appreciate your contributions. Is there anything else that we should know about your publication or about you for that matter?
It's just, you know, I mean, I started this with my own kids. Just, I know some parents know about our program, some don't. We have after-school programs in pretty much all the schools in Clarkston once a week, so they can sign up their kids. They come in, you know, children can come in and learn how to write. We have trained high school students who come in and work with the students on the program, and we also have mentorship program for high school students to kind of set them up on the right path for success.
Great.
So there's so many different programs we're working with. But you know, they can go to our website, kidsstandard.org, take a look at it. Our contact information is there, and we appreciate this community because we get a lot of volunteers. People contact us. We're going to be working with the homeless in a couple of weeks through Clarkston schools.
Awesome.
So we need a lot of volunteers who could help us, and you know, whatever they want to donate, you know, we'll deliver it to the homeless in the community.
Awesome.
And,
We appreciate
so-
all those contributions.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's got to be a lot of work. I mean, is it just you working on this? Do you have a team, or do you rely on
I do
volunteers?
have a team. They're, you know, whatever people, but we do need a lot of volunteers, you know. I was just talking to one of the chamber member who's a student and also works at the office that, you know, we need some of the, you know, college students as well who
Yeah.
are looking for internship.
Absolutely.
I have posted at OU, and I'm going to post at U of M, you know, for students who are looking for internship, you know.
If there's anything we can
who
do to help you at the
could-
chamber,
Oh,
just
thank you
reach
so
out and we
much.
can post it
I know
somewhere.
Chamber has been great to us. You
Good.
know, you guys have been great sharing, you know, what we are doing, and I really appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for
Thank you,
being here,
Maggie.
Maggie.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And now we have the membership minute and now hiring with Gina. So we'll turn it over to Gina.
Did you know being a member of our chamber allows you to participate in the Oakland Chamber Network? There are quarterly meetings with a large fall after hours mixer each year. Check out our website or contact the Chamber for how you can get involved. Up next is who's hiring in our community. The Al Bordeaux Insurance Agency is looking for a personal lines insurance account manager. This position is responsible for retaining and developing current agency personal line clients. Clients of the agency can be demanding or upset. The personal lines account manager must have the ability to work positively and empathetically with clients in the state of mind, effectively providing the needed services, and strive to leave all clients with good feelings about their dealings with the agency. They are also looking for a processor front desk position. The primary duties of this entry-level position are the accurate and timely transmission of client insurance information to insurance companies and the uploading of client information in the agency computer systems. Data and information is captured on standardized forms by customer service staff and agents and provided to the processing team for data entry via insurance company websites. Reports and other documents are retrieved from insurance company websites or received by email, fax, or postal mail and are used to update the agency computer systems. Benefits include health insurance provided to employee on first day of employment, dental, vision, 401k, FSA, and HSA are also available. Training is provided. This is a full-time permanent position, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Please send resumes to angela.s@albordeaux.com. If your business has any employment opportunities available, please email gina@clarkston.org and let us help you find the right candidate for your business.
Some upcoming events we have are YPN Murder Mystery Dinner. This Young Professionals Network is hosting their 4th annual Murder Mystery Dinner at Pine Knob Mansion on October 23rd. This year, attendees will be taken back in time to an 80s themed prom night. The evening promises to be a deadly good time. If you don't believe us, here's a look at last year's event.
Good evening, saloon patrons. I want to let you all know that we have until 8 p.m. tonight to get to the bottom of this murder, and nobody is leaving until we find out who did it. So, everybody should have a suspect sheet. It looks like this. If you don't have
This murder mystery is a Wild West theme. It's at the Cherry Creek Saloon, aka the Pine Knob Mansion. This is our 3rd year here, and the Clarkston Village Players are doing our professional show. This is a great event because it kind of runs itself. So we get to come, we get to decorate, and the Village Players do such a good job putting it all together, and it's a really good time. I love seeing the chamber members like this. It's funny when they play characters because they really get into character and they try and stay in it, and that's really fun for us because a lot of times we just have to see them in a professional setting. So it's nice to see that everybody has kind of a more human way about them, I guess. We haven't talked about the theme for next year, but Sarah, who is one of the directors at Clarkston Village Players, she always kind of collaborates with us and gives us a group of ideas. I know that Motown was thrown around for this year, so I'm kind of hoping that's what it is for next year.
Go ahead and finish your meals, but I want you to get up, start walking around, asking who did it. We got to find out the motive, the means, the opportunity, and we'll be figuring out who this murderer is before 8 p.m. tonight.
Be sure to save the date for the event of the year, the Chamber Annual Meeting. This event will take place at the Pine Knob Carriage House on November 8th from 6 to 9 p.m. And for the 2nd year in a row, we will be hosting Chamber Choice Awards. Our winners this year are the Knights of Columbus for Nonprofit of the Month, Brandon Gentili for Legacy Group for Rising Star of the Year, Jacob Burke from Clarkston State Bank for Young Professional of the Year, Aubrey Emerson from the Clarkston Makeup Studio for Small Business of the Year, and Jennifer Barrett from Comerica Bank for Volunteer of the Year. Congratulations to all of our great winners. For additional information on any of these events, please contact the Chamber directly.
Chamber members can be featured on Chamber Chatter. We are concluding today's show with a few ribbon cutting highlights. We hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching.
See you next month.
The services we provide are restaurant delivery as well as online ordering. We're in Clarkston, West Bloomfield, and Waterford as of right now, and we're about to open up in Bloomfield and Lake Orion as well. And we work with the restaurants to deliver their food to homes and businesses in the cities that we're present. We've actually had an office here for about 4 years. It made sense to start delivery here because we've been around for about 10 years. We actually do all the online ordering systems for Papa Romano's, Buscemi's, Happy's Pizza, Tubby's. So if you order online, you're actually using our technology. We do that for restaurants in 25 states and 3 provinces of Canada. And one day we decided to turn around and use our technology for ourselves and open up delivery services in the areas that we're from. You know, we're from here, Waterford, Clarkston, West Bloomfield. B2B is very important for us, and getting to know local business owners is really, I mean, none of this would work without it. Joining the Waterford and Clarkston Chamber, I've gotten to know more restaurants, more people in general, and made more connections than I ever did on my own.